What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and today we have a big announcement. We are finally seeing the final LR, the 100% category LR that we've seen with the likes of Goten and Trunks. We've seen with the likes of Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, LR Beerus and Whis, Bojack. Who else am I missing? Is that everybody? Agility, Tech, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, Intelligence with Bojack, Strength with LR Beerus and Whis, yeah, and the 6 type, which is physical. We're finally getting our last, I'm going to say final too many times already, our ultimate physical LR, and it is the boy Bardock, the red-sleeved son of a gun himself. This art just looks sick. It really reminds me, for whatever reason, of the LR art of the Tech Angel Super Saiyan 3 LR Goku, because it feels good just seeing him standing there, looking all cool, hand on the leg. It reminds me also of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, kind of. It's like when you see it, you know you pulled something good, you know? Anyway, let's look at this man. Let's stop fawning over his art, though his art does look sick. As you can see, this is the base form LR Bardock. This is what you're going to get if you actually pull him. His cost is 26. If you have him at 80 of 80, his HP will be 5200, his attack will be 7300, and his defense will be 4000. But let's go a little bit further. Let's take a look at what his actual leader skills are at his SSR form, and then we'll look at when he awakens, and then again we'll look at when he's completely LR'd. So let's go into dbz-dokkanbattle.wikia.com, which already has the translated information. Of course, we got to shout out dbz.space, where we were able to find these data mined pictures and card arts and whatnot. So shout outs to both of those websites. They do phenomenal work, and if you're ever curious about anything Dokkan Battle related, make sure you visit those two websites, because you're pretty much going to find everything. Okay, father of Kakarot Bardock. So his leader skill in SSR form is any super physical type character is going to get Ki +2, HP attack and defense plus 70%. Any extreme physical is going to lose 1 Ki and lose 20%. So his super attack causes supreme damage, the final spirit cannon. His passive skill, Up to the Stars, gives him attack and defense 50% at the start of turn, and he gains an additional 20% when performing a super attack. And I believe that stacks. He gains +2 Ki when facing one enemy, and he gains 40% defense when facing 2 or more enemies. His link skills are Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Team Bardock, Saiyan Pride, and Prepared for Battle. So no fierce battle there, prepared for battle instead. He is on the low class warrior category and the pure Saiyans category. So I really like this art. I'm not sure, there's nothing too special about it, but it just looks super cool. Again, it reminds me of just like that peaceful stance that LR Goku has in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to a lesser extent. Anyway, let's say we farmed up his orbs. Let's say we were able to Dokkan Awaken him. Let's take a look right here. Yeah, so you're just going to have normal stuff. And we're going to jump into his TUR form, and there it is. Still looks really badass. I'm not as in love with it as the first one, but it still looks really, really cool. He's got the cut shoulder and whatnot. Hopefully Global will include the blood. It shouldn't, or it should. I don't see why it wouldn't, but you know how the global market is. Japan is a little bit more willing to show off blood and cuts and things like that. But anyway, his pants have now turned into shorts. The left side of his armor, his Saiyan armor, has been destroyed, and he's still got his sick bandana going right there. Anyway, let's take a look at his actual stats. He is doomed future Bardock. Obviously, if you remember in the Bardock movie, he was able to get some kind of clairvoyance and see parts of the future after one of his battles, and so that's why it's called Doomed Future Bardock. He knows his planet is doomed. His leader skill turns into super physical Ki +3, HP attack and defense 90%, which I believe is the same as LR Trunks, and I believe there's another physical unit that has that same exact leader skill. Is it Awakened Kale? Could be. Extreme physical Ki +2, HP and attack and defense 60%. Still has Final Spirit Cannon, still does supreme damage. He just raises his attack for 1 turn. Let's see if it tells me how much. Yes, he gains 30% attack. Passive skill, Resisting the Future. Pretty cool passive name. He gains attack and defense 60% at the start of turn, and he gains an additional 20% when performing a super attack. Like I said, I believe that stacks. He gives himself Ki +3 when facing 1 enemy, so that'll be pretty darn good against boss events, and defense 50% when facing 2 or more enemies. So that's actually pretty good for Super Battle Road, where you're going to be facing multiple enemies. So he'll just always have a defensive buff, for the most part, when he's in SBR and you take him in a super physical team. Still has the 2 same categories. Okay, so let us skip, well, not skip, but let's just say we were able to get all of, and again it's question marks now because we don't know what he's going to need for Awakening Medals, but let's go to his LR art. Boom, right there. You got Frieza in the background. Oh, let me actually, can I drop the no, I cannot, so I'm gonna have to show you guys the picture of his LR art in just a second. But yeah, really cool. As you can see, level 150, if you put all orbs into him, he's gonna have 1900 HP, 113 HP, 21,295 attack, so that is really high. I don't think that's the highest in the game, but it's pretty high. And then 1500 defense flat. He's gonna cost 77, which is not bad. And then let's take a look at his actual stats. So here he is right here, Shining Life in the Cosmos Bardock, Ki +4, HP and attack and defense 100% for super physical, and then extreme physical, Ki +2, HP, attack and defense 70%. His super attack from 12 to 17 Ki, Final Spirit Cannon, it will greatly raise attack for 1 turn and cause colossal damage to an enemy, and that greatly raise will be 50%, so that's not too bad. And then 18 Ki, he will do Saiyan Spirit, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and seals super attack. So probably going to be the hardest hitting sealer in the game from what it looks like. Passive skill, he gives himself attack and defense 70% at the start of turn, an additional 30% when performing an ultimate super attack, so that's going to be 18 Ki and above. He gives himself 60% when facing 2 or more enemies, defense that is, and 4 Ki when facing only 1 enemy. His link skill will be Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Team Bardock, Saiyan Pride, Prepared for Battle, Shattering the Limit is included, so that's good. That's another 2 Ki, and Legendary Power, obviously. I really hope they change Legendary Power, because 5,000 to super attack is not that much, 5,000 to attack. He's still on Pure Saiyans and low class warrior categories, and so that is him. If we look at some of the details here, his maximum super attack level is 20, which increases the SA multiplier by additional 30. Alright, that's pretty good. The additional 30% is calculated separately for a total boost of attack 21% when performing an ultimate super attack, slightly higher if flat boosts from link skills are also factored in. And greatly raised attack for 1 turn is 50%, which I told you already. His 12 Ki multiplier is 150%. His 24 Ki multiplier is 200%. So in terms of an actual unit, and let me see if I can get this art here. Let's take a look at this sick art once it loads. In terms of an actual unit, he is stat-wise actually pretty good. Let's make him bigger, and let's scroll down just a little. Can't scroll down, but that's fine. In terms of being an actual, like, stat-wise, he is a very well-rounded unit, and he doesn't have any kind of transformation gimmick or anything like that, which is fine because he's going to be able to hit hard. He's going to be tanky, getting that big defense buff when he's facing multiple people, and it's like he fits himself into 2 different, I don't want to use the word categories to be confusing, but he puts himself into 2 different roles. He can be a super attack spammer sealer because he gives himself 4 Ki when he's LR and when he's only facing 1 enemy, plus the 4 Ki of his leader skill, plus a few link skills that give him 2 Ki with Prepared for Battle and Shattering the Limit. And I believe there was there anything else that he has that is Ki Saiyan Warrior Race's attack, if I remember correctly. Anyway, So he's going to be able to super attack like mad, and I'm rather sure that his super attack additional 30% or 50% SA bonus will stack. So imagine he's just going to keep on getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And if you're facing multiple enemies like in Super Battle Road, he's going to give himself quite a beefy defense buff, and he'll be able to tank a lot of attacks and whatnot. So all around, he's a really good LR card. He kind of is a jack of all trades where he can do multiple things, which I really like in LR. I like that they are more adaptable, they're more flexible than a typical TUR or a typical Dokkan Fest unit. So I like what they did with LR Bojack, and I really like what they're doing with LR Bardock. Anyway, guys, make sure if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra naughty, if you're feeling extra frisky, make sure you touch, make sure you caress, make sure you gently kiss that like button. As always, this is Periodic saying see ya.